Hello, ladies. I got a question for you. Is reality the same as settling? The reason why I ask that is, a lot of ladies that are looking for relationships and are dating, so, well, I don't want to settle. Well, the reality of it is, you may be setting your bar up too high, okay? Whereas your marketplace is one value and what you're asking for is above that. That's like saying you deserve. Well, what do you deserve that you haven't earned? Okay, that's just like just got hired, and the first day you said, well, I deserve a promotion and a raise, but you haven't done anything. Well, that's based on my work experience and my past history. Well, they don't know that. They don't know you. So why do you think that you deserve something you haven't proved that you earned, or that you at least prove that you desire, or not desire, but have the right to it? Okay. Like I said, I like to do a little math, and like I said, uh, blackdemographics.com is a good place to go for us to find out about us. Okay. Now understand, high earning men, and I've spoke about the difference between high value and high earning. So high earning men, which is six figures and above, okay, 10% of the country, you know. And if you're dealing with black men, let's just say it's more like 6%, give or take. Okay. Now, you take out, unfortunately, I have to mention this, you take out the ones that are incarcerated, or the ones that are married, or the ones that are gay. Okay. Now you pretty much cut that in half to 3%. Okay. Now, you want a dude that's 6 feet tall. Well, cut that in half. Now you're 1.5%. You want a guy that's fit, you know. Now you're at 0.75%. That's less than 1% of what you're asking for. Okay. That's a lot of competition, especially like I said, this woman was 44 years old. Says she desired because she's making six figures. She desires and want and deserve a high earning man. Why does she think that? Okay, she's 44. She doesn't have any children, and she can't have children. So if I'm a high earning man and I'm making six figures, let's just say I'm making $300,000, and now I want to start a family. I'm 42, 43, or whatever. Well, that pretty much takes her out the mix. Okay. But to be adamant and say, well, I deserve this. I know that I can do this and I can do that. Well, you may be a nice person. You may have a good heart. But one obstacle is already against you, and that's you can't have children. And this man wants children. So why would he pick you? Yes, there are adoptions. Yes, there are foster children. But we as men, we'll do that, you know, as a last resort. But we all want someone to carry on our name. Okay. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. So to say, well, we're gonna adopt, well, why would I adopt with you when I can find a younger lady that has had the same, you know, behavior or whatever that you have? Whereas she has a good heart, she works hard, she doesn't want to duck out when she gets pregnant and quit working. And I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. So, and she's 10 years younger. So why not choose her? So you can't really get mad or upset or saying there's no good man out here. Okay. You waited too late, you know? Now, if you got married and got a divorce or you put priority of your career, okay, I get it. Okay. But now you're making the six figures and we don't care about your money. So you concentrate on your career. Now your family life is pretty much done, because you can't have children, most likely. You're a geriatric pregnancy. That becomes an issue. Okay. So, what are your options? And understand that's the reality. Okay. You can't change it. Okay. So that in being your reality, why would you call it, well, I'm not going to settle for anything? What do you mean settle for anything? You know, that's just what it is. Okay. So quit saying there's no good man out here. Quit saying I'm selling. Okay. For whatever choice you made, here's the consequence. If you had your career and you were concentrating on making money, that's all well and good. Okay. Now you decide you're 35, 40 years old, you want to have a family. Your family wasn't important when you were younger. Okay. And now, what are the chances that you're going to get pregnant? So again, why would I choose you? Okay. Well, I can get someone that's 15 years younger. Now, yes, I risk that there's no cultural comparison, compatibility. Okay. She may not know who the Gap Band is or Earth, Wind, and Fire or whatever. But that is inconsequential to what we're talking about. Okay. Not so much as being trained, but conversations will bring her up to speed. Okay. If that's the excuse you want to, well, we always dating younger women. Well, why is that? Okay. And another reality, why do you think these men are going outside the country, you know, and getting women from the East? Because, ladies, I'm sorry, a lot of times y'all too difficult. The first thing you want to talk about, I need my hair done, I need my nails done, I need all this excess stuff done that is your responsibility to begin with. But now the dude wants to come into your life and you tell him that, and he goes and say, well, you know what? I'm not going to deal with that. I can find somebody else that doesn't have that requirement. So again, the reality, you're not selling, and to sit there and say, oh, because the dude don't want to do it, he broke. Oh, I got broke energy, or oh, you sure is sassy. What is that? Okay, because I choose not to spend my money on you when I don't know you. Okay, let's take some nerve to ask somebody you don't know to shell out $300, $400, $500 on you just so you can go out and cost them more money by buying you dinner. Now, is that settling? No, that's the reality of it. Ain't nobody gonna do that shit. Okay? You don't look that good. I don't care who you are. Okay? And yeah, you'll find a weak man out there to do it. Okay? But a brother with a strong brother with his head on right, and nobody looking for, he's not gonna settle. And the reality of that is you gotta get that shit done on your own. Okay? And like I said, you'll find somebody out here to do it. I know people that have done it. Okay. Me personally, I wouldn't. Because it was your responsibility before you met. And to ask me to spend that kind of money and I don't know you, it'd be different if you're my woman, my girl, my wife, my fiance. That's one thing. But you a random stranger. I barely know your name. But you want me to shell out that kind of money. Basically, if I do your nails, your hair, your pedicure, manicure, whatever that is, and take you to a nice restaurant, which all of a sudden, Chipotle and Applebee's ain't good enough for you. You want to go to a 5-star restaurant. Yeah, okay. You probably don't know what the inside of a 5-star restaurant look like. So basically, you want me to spend $800 to $1,000 on one night on somebody I don't know and probably never see again. Would you do that? Hell no. So why expect us to do it? Okay. That's not selling. That's the reality of it. Okay. Understand, no matter who it is, the choices we make, we have to pay one way or the other. The consequences of what our choices were. Okay. And like I said, I ain't putting nobody down for trying to get their career. I ain't trying to put nobody down for trying to make money or whatever. Okay. But the reality of that is your market value goes down as you get older. Okay. So you can't ask for the price of up here when your value is down there. You can ask for it. Good luck getting it. Okay. And I'm just trying to get y'all to understand is quit saying what you deserve. Okay. We as men and men that are truly looking for a relationship, not looking to hang around, knock boots, whatever you want to call it. Okay. We're not going to just sit there and let you dictate because you're carrying, you know what? Okay, that can be got anywhere. Okay, and who's to say yours that good anyway? You know, I'm sorry, I call it the way it is. All right, quit overpricing yourself. And what I mean by is saying, "Oh, I got that good stuff." Can't nobody turn this down. Well, you can't miss what you never had. Okay, look at me. Look at me. This is what I look good. Okay, that's confidence. I get it, but that may be just your opinion. Okay, and there's no problem wrong, no issue wrong. Having confidence. I get it. Okay, but overconfidence is a little bit crazy. Okay, because if you're a 3 or 4, but yet you saying you're a 9 or 10. Come on now, reality check. You know, and self reflection is the first obstacle you ladies need to have. Okay, because you may think you're a 9 or 10, but you may be a 5 or 6 to us. Now, 5 or 6, it's not a bad thing to be. Why does everybody want to be a 9 and 10? Everybody can't be a 9 and 10 because there's no tens. Okay, if it were, I mean, people would be all in your face, and I mean people with money. Not some dude in the club. Okay, reality. Now, what's wrong with finding a man that's making 70, 60, 70, 80,000, even 50,000? Okay, and you're making 6 figures. Like I said before, that's $150,000 income coming in. And the two of you guys can't make it on that? That's an upper middle class living. What's wrong with that? Yeah, I started out as middle class. I'm still middle class. I'm not rich. I go to work every day just like everybody else. Okay, that's my reality. I didn't settle. I picked the career that I wanted. I went and did what I had to do to get it. Okay. Now, this is gonna be this is gonna sting a little bit. Sorry, I'll say that first. Quit saying that you're gonna want a man. Okay, let's say you're 35. Okay, you're right at the cusp of being a geriatric pregnancy. Okay, and you want to have a family. So you and this dude you want to talk to, y'all hit it off or whatever. And then he asks you, well, what are your plans 5 years from now? Do you want a family or whatever? You want to get married? You say, yeah, I like to have a family. I have to have a couple of kids or whatever. He's like, cool. You know, would you like to have a house? Oh, yeah, I would love a house. Cool. I get it. I said, but I got to have a man that's going to provide for me, you know, pay for my bills, take care of me. I know I'm going to be a stay at home wife. And notice if he don't call or text anymore, that's a red flag for us. Because again, you're working now to take care of yourself. Okay? Give me the choice of choosing to take care of you. Don't sit there and tell me off the bat that you're going to quit working as soon as you get pregnant. That's a choice you can't make by yourself because one, you're not married to yourself if y'all get married. You know, it takes two. It takes two decisions. Okay? And if you sit there and think you're going to be woman enough, or should I say man enough, to say you're going to quit working, yeah, well, I see a divorce or something in your future because we as men, like I said, when you get married, you basically sign a contract. I'm for you, you for me. Okay, and if you can't honor that, don't get married. If you can't live to it and be true to that man, don't get married. Okay, because all you're doing is destroying lives. Okay, and if you're a sack chaser, looking for the bag or whatever, and get pregnant on purpose to try to get 18 years of child support, well, one, you're crazy than hell to do that. Okay, because that little child support you get now, because if it's a rich man, he going to have you sign a prenup. If you don't want to sign it, guess what? You ain't getting shit. Okay, he'll find somebody that will, or at least somebody that is agreeable and willing to do whatever it takes to make a family. Stop being selfish. Okay, stop saying there's no good men out here. Stop saying why do I have to settle? Okay, this goes back to the fact that if your asking price is too much, okay, what's the problem with dropping it down? What's the problem of being realistic and say, you know what, I'm 40 years old, you know, I've been married once or never been married. I don't have any children, or I have two children. You know, this man is willing to accept me and my children as his own. But then, you know, on top of that, you want to throw, he got to make six figures. Remember those statistics I gave you? It drops even less than that when you have children. Sorry, I didn't write the rules. I didn't make the numbers. Okay. Excuse me. So understand, you can have all the desires that you want. You can have all the wishes that you want. But to say you deserve something that you haven't earned, because one, I don't know anything about you. So how can you tell me that you deserve something when I don't know what your resume looks like? You know, and you sure as hell haven't earned it. Because if you earned it with somebody else. They ain't got shit to do with me. Okay. And it's about me and you, since I'm using myself as an example. You know. So my thing is, one, I need to get to know you. Me spending a lot of money, I'm saying, well, that's how you get to know me. Take me to the mall. Well, no, that's not how you get to know somebody. You know, people laugh. You know, I remember that movie, Good Will Hunting, when he asked, well, we can have caramels. You know, well, people think about coffee. Okay, there's different ways to get to know someone. It's not all about spending money because basically you just setting fire to it. Okay, because you don't know what's going to happen. So why spend $1,000, $500 on somebody you never know? You know how much money that would be if you're constantly trying to find someone, you know, and you would actually ask a man to do all that and you don't know him and you're jumping from man to man to man, whoever paid the tab, okay? That's not going to work. And that's not selling. The reality is, one, it ain't right, okay? But, you know, you grown, you do what you want. But things have a habit of coming back on you, you know? When you constantly use folks, you know, for personal gain, it never ends well, okay? And then when you get out there and actually say, oh, damn, I'm 45 years old. What am I going to do now? How am I going to find anybody? Okay? Because trust me, time wins every time. Gravity takes over. You know, everything don't move like it should. Everything ain't moist as it could. Powder. You know, so I said, you know, you have to stop looking at now and look towards your future. Because if you don't change your attitude now, you ain't gonna have no damn future. Not with a man. Sure as hell not with a high earning man. And that's why I say go back to the old faithful. You know, Mr. Dependable, high value. If I was dating, okay, I would take a high value woman any day. Okay. And she don't have to be 7, 8, 9, 5, 4, 6. Okay. It's what's inside of her. You know, if I get the inkling that I know no matter what, I get sick, you know, get laid off or whatever, can't work, I know that woman got my back. Not soon as I lose my job or whatever, she going to find the next trick that making more money or somebody that's actually working. Okay. And like I said, putting two incomes together, you can have a nice middle class life. Even if you both only making 50, that's still 100 grand. That's a nice middle class life. Ain't nothing wrong with middle class. Y'all want to be rich. Quit watching that damn TV. Okay, the chances are you marrying somebody rich, especially at 40 years old, okay, two kids, like I said, he'll hit it all day, all night too. They're not gonna marry you. Now you can sit there and lie to yourself. Don't try to lie to me, because I know better. No man, and speaking as a high earning, high value man, no man is gonna marry you, especially if he's looking for a family. Okay? And especially if you're talking about quitting working and putting all the burden on him. Here's where reality sets in. The fact that you have two children by two different fathers, and this man wants to entertain the fact of taking you under his wing as his family, God damn it, you should be grateful. You should be thankful. Don't turn your head on that blessing because trust me, it is a blessing. I don't give a damn how you look. I don't give a damn how good you could screw. That's gonna fade with time. Okay? So you're gonna turn your back on a man that's making $50,000 or $60,000 because one, you gotta still work. Okay? Quit being selfish and putting that all on the man. And any man that does that to a woman is just as selfish. Okay? In 2025, okay, families have to work together. It takes two incomes, period. Okay? Unless that one income is making a hell of a lot of money, okay? But then you're going back to starting a family, okay? So if you're sitting there and you got one income, you're making $150,000, and then you decide and you find somebody, a man that's making 50, 60, and you decide, well, I'm gonna quit. He gonna handle it. He gonna provide. He gonna protect. First of all, if I'm not married to you, how the hell you gonna call me a protector and provider? That's what men supposed to do. Yeah, men do that for their wives. Okay, not even for their damn girlfriends. They don't have to because you are not part of his family. You're part of his family when you're married. Okay, and y'all can argue whatever. Okay, because here's the thing: if I'm your boyfriend, fiance, whatever, I can walk away. It ain't gonna cost me shit. Okay, but if I'm married to you, it's gonna cost me something. It's gonna cost you something. Okay, you have an obligation. You just can't. You could just walk out, but again, the consequences of your choice is gonna cost you. Okay, so to sit there and say you're gonna get this and you're gonna get that, no. Okay, because excuse me, every day people break up. Okay, that's the reality. Okay, for whatever reason. Okay, but to break up with a man because he's not making enough money, well, hell, you knew that when you met him. Okay, don't date on potential, date on reality because you don't know what is going to happen in the future. Okay, yes, everybody should strive to improve themselves, but sometimes people are just made to be 50,000 is all they're going to make. Okay, and they're satisfied with it. Do they wish they could make more? Of course they do. Who wouldn't? But their level of expertise or their level of skill may dictate just as much as they're going to make. Okay, a janitor is a good profession, or a garbage man. They make good money. Some of them. That may be the joy of their life, the career that they want to spend the rest of their life doing. Why are you gonna try to force them to do something else? Okay. And if they were a janitor when you met them and they were making $45,000, $50,000, then guess what? You can't have no goddamn nanny. You can't have no maid. You know, you can't have them send your clothes out to get washed and cleaners and all this other shit. Your ass got to work. Period. Okay, you had to work before we met you. You damn sure gonna work while we're together. Y'all better open your eyes and get used to it. That is the reality of it. Like I said, two incomes is the way to go. It's the only way. Okay, ladies, how many of y'all struggling on one income? Barely making it. Hell, not even making it. So now you're sitting there, flip the script. You're making $100,000, or you're $70,000. Okay, and you never living a nice life. You get a man that come in your life, he's making $40,000, $50,000. Y'all living good. He said, well, you know what? When you have the children, I'm gonna be a stay-at-home dad, and I'm gonna put all that burden on you. How's that sound? Don't sound too good, does it? Well, that's what you do to us, And the first thing out about, well, I don't want to work. I don't want to pay no bills. Hell, you bought bills to me about bills, loans. You want a car? You want a nice house? Well, guess what? They ain't giving that shit out. Somebody got to pay for it. And if he's making even $100,000, he cannot afford a house payment unless you live in a cardboard box. He cannot afford a car and insurance, two kids, your ass. Okay, and you laying up there watching Tyler Perry all goddamn day. Okay, and he's out there killing himself, working two jobs. What you don't even cook. So to sit there and say I'm settling because if I take a man that's making $50,000, $60,000, he got to make $100,000 because yeah, I want that Mercedes Benz, I want that house, you know, I want money in my pocket, I want nice jewelry, I want to go out and eat once a week at a nice restaurant. Again, unless you're washing dishes, what's wrong with eating at home? Well, you can wash dishes and save you some money. Okay. Like I said, you don't do that shit when you're single. So again, why would you put that burden on us? Okay. And then wonder why nobody want to deal with your funky ass. Okay. And I'm telling you, if you're sitting there and you're dating, like they have that speed dating or whatever, and if a man asks you, well, when you get married or you find somebody you want to marry, when you want to have a family or whatever, do you plan on working? You got two choices: lie, which some of y'all do, or tell the truth. And you tell the truth, watch how many dudes gonna get up or hit that button or pop that balloon. Just no. Why would we spend our life building things up, getting things set for a family, and saying, okay, this is what I want, okay? And we don't ask for a lot. We ask for loyalty, integrity. Uh, no, respect is a big thing. You know, Nobody wants a goddamn woman where you got to fight with all the damn time because you got to be right. I'm telling you, it's gonna be my way and all that. No, ain't no real man gonna take that shit. He leave your ass right where you found you. Okay. If y'all don't get y'all shit together and stop reaching for the stars and come back to earth to reality, like I said, PetSmart sell a lot of cat food. Hell, they even sell you a cat or a dog if you prefer. You know, that's what your life is going to be like. You will be by yourself. Okay. And that's a sad thing to do. And I can tell you that because really, my father pretty much died by himself. Okay. That's not a life. That's nothing to look forward to. You know, if you got to go, you want to have your children, your grandchildren, your husband or wife around you, people that care for you and love you. Ain't no way to go dying cold on the floor and somebody happen to find you from the smell or you hadn't answered your phone in 2 or 3 days. It's not a way to go, you know. But that's what you have. And I'm sorry to be very blunt. That's what you have to look forward to if you don't change your damn reality and quit this selling shit. Because it's not settling if you're being real. And you have to be real. Don't ask for shit that you can't do yourself. Do not ask a man to do it for you. Where's your damn pride? Where's your pride in the family culture, the family ethics? Working together to build something. Trust me, you enjoy it a lot better. Fussed enough. Love y'all. I do this because I'm trying to help you ladies find. I was asked to put out videos because some of the people that, and they are women, like the way I do things. They like the way I handle myself. So, hope you like the content. Subscribe to the channel. You guys be safe. See you soon.